Welcome back to Entertain Me. I'm your host, Heather Brooker. This is a show where we cover all things entertainment from SoCal to the silver screen. This week, we are talking about some of the new releases in theaters, and there is a wide variety for you to choose from. Of course, there is the Chainsaw movie. If you like that, it's Halloween time. Everybody's got to be in the mood for some scary movies. But there's also some really interesting, smaller projects and films that are available now. Bugonia, starring Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, is getting a lot of critical acclaim. It's an interesting movie. We're going to talk about that more on Gary and Shannon. Also, you want to check out Blue Moon. That is definitely a movie I enjoyed, but I'm also a musical theater buff. And it tells the story behind not just Rodgers and Hammerstein, but Rodgers and Hart. If you know that famous musical theater duo, you will enjoy Blue Moon, starring Ethan Hawke. And also this weekend, the Bruce Springsteen biopic is finally here. And it's, let's just say it's not blowing people away like they probably thought it would. But don't you worry. We've got you. We're going to break it all down this week. I sat down with Gary. Shannon was off. So Gary and I got to talk about all things movies this week on the Gary and Shannon Show. So listen in, buckle up. Here we go.
Heather Brooker is here.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
I can't hear anything.
What?
No programming, nothing. Hello? Words? Hello?
Did you push the right button?
Oh, my God.
There's a little button on there. You got to push that, too.
There's a little one?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, my God.
It's your kiss button.
Oh, my. First of all, I just blew up.
Damage, Heather.
I am the father. I'm crying in baseball. I'm the king of the world. This is entertainment news.
There she is, the Heather Brooker, talks
Hello.
the world of entertainment with
I just
us.
blew out my eardrums by pushing the little button.
I was going to warn you about that, too.
I was like, sweet Christmas.
There's like line in, and I don't even know what the
So
terms
many
are, but one of them is
technical
very amplified and one is not.
Yes.
So, all right, what's going on this weekend in entertainment?
So much.
Yeah.
There's some really interesting movies at the box office this weekend, and one of them is Bugonia. This is getting a lot of critical acclaim. It stars Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons. I don't know if you've seen the trailers for it, but it's where she's got like a shaved head.
Sure.
And looks like she's painted white, kind of. And it's an interesting, I almost want to say, commentary on how do I want to phrase this?
I don't want to watch it.
Okay. Please do, though.
You
It's
started
very-
with, it's like a commentary on the, no.
It's a very artsy film.
Oh, boy.
Okay, listen. It's dark humor, and it's really entertaining, and it's very well acted. It's about this two paranoid extremists who kidnap a billionaire, heartless corporate CEO type who's played by Emma Stone. And the places that it goes are very bizarre, very strange. The whole thing basically takes place like kind of in a basement and during this whole kidnapped, scenario. And it doesn't quite follow the same kind of storyline in those types of movies that you think will, where a crazy extremist kidnap a billionaire and they think they're going to make a change or, whatever. It's really interesting. It is very arty. It's also very dark, very violent, and a little bit graphic.
This is also a Yorgos Lanthimos thing, and he worked with Emma Stone for
Poor Things.
Thank you.
Which she won the Oscar for.
Right.
Yeah, so they apparently are, similar to when Jennifer Lawrence collaborated with, I'm forgetting the big director's name that she did all those movies with, the Silver Linings Playbook.
Sure.
Okay, that guy.
That guy.
This is a similar kind of collaboration where a star and a director are teaming up a lot, and they are making great movies together, and they like working together.
David O. Russell.
That's it. Thank you. Yeah. So it's a similar kind of situation for her. She's great in this movie. Jesse Plemons is getting a ton of attention.
I love
He's
his
fantastic. Stuff. He's like wasting away. He's on the Ozempic, and
is he?
Yeah, and he's like wasting away. He's so tiny, but he's great. It's a brilliant actor. It's a very interesting movie. I think it's going to get a lot of awards buzz. It may even earn her another Oscar nomination.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And next up, honestly, out of all the movies we're talking about today, this is the one that I really want everybody to see because I'm a musical theater nerd. This is, we're going to be talking about Blue Moon. Stars Ethan Hawke. and Andrew Scott. And it basically tells the story. You know, Rodgers and Hammerstein, very famous musical writers and, lyricists. This tells the story of Lorenz Hart, who's played by Ethan Hawke, who was originally Richard Rodgers' partner during the 1930s and 40s. And they made all of these brilliant musicals together, a Connecticut Yankee, Babes in Arms, those types of things. But they never quite reached this huge, critical acclaim. So they split up because Lorenz Hart had a drinking problem. He had a lot of other issues going on. And Richard Rodgers partnered with Hammerstein, and they created Oklahoma, which fundamentally changed musical theater forever. And this tells the story of sort of like the guy watching somebody live out his dreams and his hopes right in front of him.
So this is, to modernize it a little bit, it's probably like Brian Dunkelman.
On American
Idol. Co-hosting with Ryan Seacrest on American Idol.
I think about that guy more often than I should. Is that
he does
terrible?
stand-up. Have you seen him do stand-up?
I haven't, no. But I just think he must just be punching the air on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You know?
It wasn't going to be a big deal.
Well, you never know.
But it's a different situation.
So it's similar in that watching somebody who you were partners with for 20 years, and once you guys break up, then they actually have the success. You're pointing to Shannon.
I am.
Do you
the
think,
ghost of
Shannon.
Yeah.
So when she leaves you guys and you eventually break up and she gets on national television, you're going to be just like,
she dumps
son
this
of a
luggage.
bee.
She'll be fine.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll be drunk at Sardi's.
Oh no, that's where this whole movie takes place.
Oh,
in
really?
the bar.
In one place?
Yes, one place. And somehow they managed to make Ethan Hawke look very short in this movie. He's not a short guy,
funny.
but they make him look really short in the whole film. It's beautifully told. It's funny. It's charming, and it's also just like one of those things that make you go, oh, what if? What if I'm the one dragging you down?
Heather Brooker is joining us. We're talking about entertainment. Now, before we get into our trending stories, I wanted to ask you about what has been advertised for a long time. I'm a big fan of Jeremy Allen White, obviously from The Bear, from what was the HBO show? I never watched, but I know he did great in it.
I don't know. Could be
or Showtime. Shameless?
Shameless.
Yeah, Shameless.
I never watched Shameless.
I should. Awesome.
It's supposed to be really great.
Yeah.
But he plays Bruce Springsteen in this movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere.
Yes, this is true, what you say. I have to admit a little bit here. I don't know if this is un-American, but I'm not a big Bruce Springsteen fan.
You're not alone. I know people like you.
I just, his music was never my jam. I appreciate his place in rock history and the appeal that he has. But so this movie for me, I'm just kind of like, especially because this is not your typical movie that tells the backstory of, him coming up and his rise to fame and where he, pulled himself up by the bootstraps kind of a thing. This is from a very specific time in his life when he was writing the album Nebraska, which wasn't necessarily one of his biggest albums, but a lot of critics say it was one of his more critically acclaimed albums. It talks a lot about his depression, his struggles with depression, with mental health, with his issues with his father. Those were brought up a lot. It is not, like I said, a typical biopic for a rock star, which seems to be very hip lately. Last year we had Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Chalamet Ding Dong.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yes. And we had Timothy Chalamet doing Bob Dylan. This is sort of, I don't want to say a trend, but we're seeing a lot of these biopics with these rock stars kind of at the end of their life saying, here's the trauma that I waded through to get to this point. And this is very similar. The difference is it's very slow. It's a little more plotting. There's a lot less rock performances. There's a lot less on-stage rock performances and a lot more him talking to friends and behind the scenes, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's good. It's okay. I feel like the people who are really going to love it are the people who are Bruce Springsteen fans. I don't think most people, and Jeremy Allen White is fantastic.
Of course he is.
He sings, I believe, almost all, if not all of the songs in the film, which is a feat in of itself. But it's just not a movie, I think, that unless you're a big Bruce Springsteen fan, that people are clamoring to go see.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Of course.
So are you going to go see The Boss or Bugonia, or what are you heading towards? Or I mean, Blue Moon, lots of bees this week at the box office. Let me know what you're going to go see. I love to hear from you all. You can follow me on social media at the Heather Brooker. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Entertain Me, and of course, the Gary and Shannon Show as well. Make sure you put those in your podcast selections, and why not share it with some friends? We always like to be shared. Does that make sense? Thanks so much for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week with a whole new crop of entertainment news stories and what to watch at the box office. You can listen to Entertain Me anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.